Heyo, your friendly neighborhood quarter guy here, and apparently I have a TV tropes page now. Well, how about that? But you don't want to hear about all that, do you? You want to hear about my thoughts on E3 2014, don't you? I have to admit, while I tried to pay attention to the Microsoft and Sony conferences, there really wasn't much that hooked me. Yeah, Microsoft had Sunset Overdrive and Project Spark with Conker showing up in it. And PlayStation had Uncharted and a lot of games that are, and a few games that are coming out for PS4, but are also coming out for PS3, so nothing exclusive to really hook me into the PS4 yet, either. Nintendo, on the other hand, had plenty of stuff that makes me happy to be a Wii U owner and 3DS owner. I got a list of stuff right here, my thoughts on each. Of course, the first thing they talk about is Smash Brothers. I just love how they started it off with Iwata and Reggie clashing fists like in an awesome display of Matrix-style fighting, and then it transitions to gameplay of Smash Brothers with the Mii Fighters. I just loved seeing it. It was like you had 3 types: Brawler, Sword Fighter, and Gunner, each with customizable movesets. They can be used online, but with friends only, and not simply with anyone. They can also be used offline at any time. Those look cool. So, for all of you Goku fanboys, if you want Goku in the game, make him yourself, okay? Then we get to something that I'm not the most enthused about. The new figures, which they call the Amiibo. You see this gamepad right here? I'm sure you've noticed this NFC thing right here. That's where the figures are going to go. But I worry that Nintendo might be letting the Skylanders out with this. And considering I wasn't too enthused with Skylanders, yeah, whatever. Anyways, yeah, Smash Brothers for 3DS coming out in October. And the Wii U version coming out in the holiday season. I am so hyped for it! Oh, by the way, 2 other characters were announced for Smash Brothers during E3. The first being Palutena from Kid Icarus Uprising. That's going to be cool. And, yeah, the one Namco Bandai character I knew had the biggest chance of getting in is in. They invited Pac-Man. Cue the Wreck-It Ralph jokes. Oh wait, they've already started showing up. Still want to see Captain Falcon in. I still want to see Shulkin! Yeah, Palutena and Pac-Man are just 2 other characters that ended up on that Gamatsu leak, which also included Shulk, Chrom, and the chorusmen from Rhythm Heaven. I have a feeling that if the Gamatsu leak is legit, that the chorusmen are going to end up being the joke character. Alright, let's see, Yoshi's Woolly World. That just looks absolutely adorable. I mean, it's coming from the people who made Kirby's Epic Yarn, so that's definitely a good sign right there. It's also going to include co-op play. You know how much co-op play is awesome. Let's see, speaking of adorable, remember how I said in my top 15 games I played in 2013 that I really loved the Captain Toad levels in Super Mario 3D World? Yeah, Nintendo is expanding on the concept and making it its own game. Entitled Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. It's coming out this holiday for the Wii U, and I must say, it looks simply adorable. Yeah, it's like, hey for adventure! I'm sorry, I can't pull it off. Anyways, next up, we get the first look at the new Zelda game. Apparently it's going to try to break from the convention of going from just one dungeon to the next dungeon to the next dungeon. I've seen some comparison. I've heard some people compare this to Skyrim or the Elder Scrolls in general. And I have to admit, the new look for Link was kind of shocking. I mean, no green tunic? What? But the world just looked gorgeous. I don't know about you, but this is already getting me hyped, and we don't even really know that much about the game itself. Speaking of Zelda, Hyrule Warriors hype has intensified immensely. Midna's going to be returning from Twilight Princess, and for the first time ever in a Zelda game, well, a Zelda game that we even care about, Zelda's going to be playable. In fact, there are going to be a lot of playable characters in the game, considering it's a crossover between Zelda and Dynasty Warriors. It's coming out this fall. It's like September, I think it is? I'd have to check that. Next up, a Kirby game. And a sequel to one of the most underrated Kirby games, in my opinion, that being Canvas Curse. This one is for the Wii U, and it's entitled Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. It isn't going to involve the touchscreen on the gamepad, and it looks just really charming. I love the claymation aesthetic here. Yes, Josh, it's clay, not yarn. And it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Coming out next year. And then, oh my god, Xenoblade Chronicles X looks amazing! I mean, you've seen some gameplay of it, it looks just incredible. I'm fangasming here, sorry, but 2015, Xenoblade Chronicles X, it looks amazing. And yeah, it's technically being dubbed as a spiritual successor to Xenoblade Chronicles, not a direct sequel. But considering how much I love Xenoblade Chronicles, I am not complaining in the slightest! Oh yeah, Bayonetta 2. I've seen some more footage of it, and it looks definitely awesome. And I do not understand why people are complaining about Bayonetta's shorter hair. Also, there is an option for touch controls. Note, an option. I don't have a problem with controls as long as they work, and if they have to introduce a new control scheme, at least give us an option for those who aren't comfortable with it. Yeah, but anyway, the gameplay looks pretty smooth. Sea Serpent form Bayonetta. Oh, and it's going to come with a special version of the original Bayonetta for Wii U, including alternate costumes with Link, Samus, and Peach. I bet Bowser would be scared by that. Next up, Mario Maker, or as I like to call it, Nintendo's nod to the ROM hack community. Yeah, it's like a full Mario level editor, allowing you to level as you play through a level, and edit it to your liking. I have to admit, that looks really cool, and considering that people are, it's like, some people no doubt are starting to feel pretty tired of normal 2D Marios, considering they're... This is people's chance to get creative with Mario. And now I just realize how dirty that sounds. Anyways, this looks like something cool that I'd like to get my hands on. Let's see, oh yes! The new IP from Nintendo. It's a 4-on-4 MOBA called Splatoon. Basically, it's an online 4-on-4 multiplayer, third-person ink splat fest featuring kids who can turn into squids for some reason. It's basically a race to capture territory using ink guns to mark territory. And I've seen footage of that throughout the E3, and it looks just awesome. I have to admit, it definitely looks like something worth picking up. And another new IP for the 3DS this time, codenamed Steam. It's a strategy game, a turn-based strategy game which takes elements from third-person shooters, and it's being developed by the people behind Fire Emblem, so that's a good sign. It actually looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to check it. I might have to give it a look once reviews start coming in and I hear word of mouth about it. Anyways, oh yeah, big surprise. Star Fox for the Wii U is confirmed. Thank you, Miyamoto. And now people can stop. Bugging Hideki Kamiya about it. So anyways, I'm gonna be taking part in a reaction video later with Mega Snake and some other friends of mine. Be sure to check that out once it gets up. Anyways, user questions. Okay, just a reminder, if you want to send me a user question, go to my channel, hit the About tab, click the Send Message button, and that's how to do it. First question comes from the Flamicon, who asks, what is your favorite Metroid game? My personal favorite Metroid game is Metroid Prime. It's like, at first, when it was first announced, some people thought it was going to bomb. But having played it, I can say it did pretty much almost everything right. Almost everything right. There were some annoying moments with backtracking and ability loss, but the world was awesome. The bosses were great to fight, especially Meta Ridley. The plot seemed pretty interesting. And I have to admit, the World of Talent 4 looked really good. As far as 2D Metroids, I'd say my favorite is Fusion. Mainly for the atmosphere and story. And thanks to that, Samus is now part Metroid. But also, the SAX freaked me out. I mean, hearing those footsteps, I was like, oh crap, something's about to happen. So, yeah. I hope Nintendo keeps those games in mind when they think about their plans for the future of Metroid. Next question comes from Supernova Games, who asks, would you ever consider doing a favorite games countdown? Probably not. Mainly because it's hard for me to pick a favorite game of all time. Because there are so many games that I've enjoyed over my years of gaming that, and I don't remember all of them clearly. But it'd be, for one thing, it'd be too generic for me. Well, sorry, well, actually, that's pretty much blowing smoke, because, well, when I reveal my next countdown, I'm not sure if I already had or not, but yeah. But I probably went to a favorite games countdown because there were so many games I've loved. Next question comes from Sonic Gamer, who asks, in Team Fortress 2, do you care about hats or weapons? Weapons, hands down. With weapons, you have different ways of taking on the enemy, and each one has its own advantages and disadvantages. Hats are just appearance. At least, as far as I know. Next question comes from Crimson Flame, who asks, have you ever played Sonic Unleashed? I played the Wii version, and you know what? I actually really enjoyed it. The daytime stages were fast and frantic. Most of the boss fights were fun. And the nighttime stages, I have to admit it, I enjoyed playing as the Werehog. It was a nice change of pace, it was a nice gameplay shift, and it was satisfying to just beat the crap out of enemies with Sonic's elastic Mr. Fantastic arms. So yeah, I enjoyed the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed. At least it didn't have as many irritating QuickTime events as the HD version, from what I'm aware. Final question comes from Dark Samus Fan 11. What is your favorite newcomer for Smash 4? It's like you don't know me at all. Seriously, it's Mega Man.